Alright guys, this is the first machined pen content on the channel. This is the Umburry Expressor. A little bit difficult to get right now because they made a limited number, and now if you didn't get it in the drop, you might be able to get it secondhand. I was able to actually track down Cody on Instagram, and I emailed him directly, and he was able to have enough parts. He looked around and built me one, which he then sent immediately to Metal Morphosis so I could get this cool blue Tumble and Anodization, because I was trying to match Riot's Ano. I wanted a pen that would match my Riot because I carry this K1 pretty much every day. So there we go. But yeah, so I wanted a pen to match that, and it went pretty well. You'll never get it perfect because it all relies on the tumble that they use, the specific media, and then the specific media will change how it looks when it's anodized. So anyway, custom ano job here and tumble job. I think they did a pretty good job. But yeah, let's keep going. So the first thing you notice about this really is the unusual shape. Most pens are cylindrical, like a circle basically, and this one is not. It is a giant triangle. It looks really uncomfortable at first, but it's actually really comfortable. It's reminiscent of like in grade school when they give you those things to put on pencils to like make you grip it more precisely. It's the same thing, and then your fingers align with the teardrop just perfectly. You can still do the other grip, so sometimes I do it that way, but it's really comfortable to write with actually, and that was unexpected. It looks weird, like people say it looks like a spaceship or a railgun, but again, it actually is really comfortable, which was a surprise. The clip, the normal one it comes with is a more straight clip that's more traditional. I opted for the Venom clip. It's kind of this weird organic-y looking thing, almost looks like a tree from this side, or reminds me of a facehugger from the movie Alien on that side. So in that sense, unfortunately, even with the regular clip, it would sit about this high. With this one, it sits about this high. So there's a lot sticking out of your pocket there. Let's see. Here's a cam pen. Here's a cam pen that's pretty common. So you can see like the cam pen would go to about here. So there's a hefty amount sticking up. Let's get a different one for you. Here's an SPP, Smooth Precision. Here's a jigsaw, so the SPP would sit about there. So again, it's like a hefty amount sticking up, but that's okay. It definitely draws a lot of eyes. I noticed on the days I wear it to work, people kind of glance down. Not always in a good way, because one person said it looked like I had almost like a needle, like a hypodermic needle sticking out of my my pocket, which was weird. Don't know how they got that, but anyway, it definitely drew attention, that's for sure. So it's one of the things about it, right? It's a big, honkin', unique beast, and that's kind of why I like it. Let's go to the mech. So the mech is a unique in-house mech. This one, well, all of them. This one was anodized, I was going to say. So it took apart when I got it. It was a little bit scratchy, so I put some nano oil on there, as I do to all my devices, knives, pens, whatever it needs. So I use a little bit of nano oil, made it excellent and nice and smooth. So as you can see, you activate it by pushing down and pulling back, and it catches a little latch in there, and then you're good to go. It's very springy, so you could just nudge it out and it pops back up. You could just fidget with it like that. You don't have to engage it, or you could do it silent or more silently. So yeah, I like the mech, very fidgety, unique. Like I said, I had to put a dab of oil on mine because they stripped it down and cleaned it for anodization. So let's see, what else can I cover on this pen? Oh, something was a little bit of a disappointment actually. Well, I'll get to the disappointment, but this part here unscrews. But the disappointment was it's designed for an Easy Flow 9000 Schmidt, and I found that when I put one in, if you put the pen 90 degrees straight up and down, even disengaged, it would still write. So what I did is here's another, a brand new Easy Flow, and I put them right next to each other. This one's a little bit taller, and you can see I ground down. Let me see if I can zoom in, hold on. There we go, okay. So the one on the right, I ground down, see how this part sticks up right there? I ground that down basically to match the top of the ridges there, and that was, zoom back out, that was all I needed. That was all the clearance or tolerance it needed to not do that. So if you have one, that was my fix. I'd be curious to know if other people had that issue. If you have an Umburry Expressor, let me know down below. But yeah, that's how I solved that little issue, and now it doesn't do that anymore. So in disengaged, it's actually fully disengaged. Let's see, what else can I talk about it? What else can I say about it? Let's see. Oh, you know what? Let's do some size comparisons. So we've got, well, let's start off with the cheap ones, right? So we got this. Here, we'll do this there. Okay. Here is a Pilot G2. And here is a Bic from the Marriott Hotel, of course. So it's kind of on the shorter end of things. Here's a Sharpie. Yeah, whatever, that's okay. Okay, got a Sharpie there. Now let's go for some nicer pens. Here it is next to, well, we'll do those same pens we did earlier. Here it is next to the Jigsaw. So you can see it's definitely a little bit shorter, but more stout. And then we'll do, what did we compare to the Cam Pen? Okay, so we'll grab the Cam Pen. There it is next to a Cam Pen. So about the same there. In length. Actually, no, that's not true. It's way shorter. I meant about the same to the SPP, I'm sorry. Let's keep going. Actually, I think that's pretty good. I don't think you need really more comparisons. So it's a stout, chubby beast, but it's unusual, and I like it for that reason. It's weighted really nicely, so it's good to fidget with, just like you can keep going. And it's thin enough. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. It's thin enough that it compares to my other short pens. So there's an NTI. Let's see. We've got, here's a shorter USG TS Scribe Go. Here's a short, what is it? The tactile turn side click pen. And here is a Lion Steel Nyala. So it's in that shorter range. It's actually about the same size there. So you can see from up above, it's closer to that size than a full standard length. It's just way chubbier and thicker. But it's unusual, it's fidgety, and it definitely catches eyes. And because of that, I actually still really like it. And I do foresee myself kind of keeping this one in the collection. Hope you guys enjoyed. Feel free to ask any questions below. Oh, I guess I should mention, so I don't have people asking, how much is it? I'm not really going to talk about price on the channel, because I figure if you want it, you can find it. A lot of the prices, they won't be in stock, so you're dealing with secondary market. So plus, if my wife ever watches, I don't really want to talk about the price of my hobbies. So yeah, there we go. And I hope you guys like and subscribe, and we'll get you more content soon.